Hi everyone, in this video we are going to be looking at regular expressions, and before we get to a formal definition of regular expressions, let's address the following question. So let's say I have the alphabet 0 and 1, so I have the binary alphabet, and I tell you to give me an expression for a language which contains the strings representing all even binary numbers. So basically what you need to do is you need to write an expression um, at the end of which the set that gets formed is something like this, all even binary numbers. So it contains 0, it contains 1 0, it contains 1 0 0, it contains 1 1 0, and so on. So it should contain all strings that end with 0, and I need you to give me an expression for this set right here. And here's the constraint that you need to follow. You have to only use singleton sets. So you can use the set containing 0, you can use the set containing 1, um, and you can then use any of the set operations that we've looked at. So you can basically use concatenation, you can use union, you can use iteration, the Kleene iteration or Kleene star. You can use any of those, and you need to give me an expression for this language right here. So here's how I would do it. I would say, okay, so it's 0 union 1. That gives me a language containing 0 and 1, and then I take a Kleene iteration of this right here. So that gives me uh, effectively all my strings. So it will give me 0, it will give me 1, it will give me 0 1, and so on. But one additional thing that I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do a concatenation with a set containing just 0. Now because I'm concatenating with a set containing 0, I'm bound to get whatever this thing gives me. At the end of that, I'm concatenating an additional 0. So this entire expression right here, this expression that I've written, is going to give me uh, this language right here. And for the sake of conciseness, it's a common practice to just uh, not use these braces that we have in this expression. So I could also write this as something like 0 union 1 and a Kleene star of this, and then concatenated with 0. So basically this thing is the same as this thing right here. We just skip the braces. Now, why would this be useful is another thing that I want to address before we go to the formal definition of regular expressions. So, the reason expressions like these are important is because these let us define things like what are the rules for variable naming. So, if you remember, most languages have variable naming rules, like a variable name cannot start with a digit, it needs to start with an alphabet, but you can have digits later in them. So you could do something like form an expression like this for strings that do not start with some particular character. So instead of the question that I gave you right now, if I gave you the question that give me all strings that start with a 0, or all strings that start with a 1, I'm pretty sure you could give me those. So these are all known as regular expressions. So what we have right here, or right here as well, these are known as regular expressions. And what we would form for our variable naming rules is also a form of a regular expression. So let's go ahead and give a formal definition for regular expressions. And the definition is actually a recursive one. So let's say I have a regular expression, a regex over an alphabet sigma, let's say. So the way this works is, first I need a base case, and my base case is that phi is a regular expression, that's one. Phi is a reg x, that's one. My second base case is going to be that every member of sigma is a regular expression. That's my second base case. And now I'll go on to the recursive part, which is that if uh, alpha is a regular expression, then alpha star is a regular expression. So that's my first recursive part. The next is if alpha and beta are regular expressions, then I have that alpha concatenated with beta is a reg x, and B, I will have alpha union beta is a reg x. So this is the formal definition of a regular expression, and intuitively, what is a regular expression? It's this thing right here. Uh, this right here is the most common kind of regular expressions that we are going to be practicing writing and working with. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about a few examples for regular expressions, and one very important skill that we need when working with regular expressions. So stay tuned for that.